Θέλεις να σου κρατήσω μία θέση?
Number 17, Marco Canatelli. 27, Cuba. Number 6, Fletcher Fulton. Number 19,
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming to you live from CB Smith Reserve. Moreland City up against Oakleigh Cannons in the Doherty Cup Round 6 encounter. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming to you live from CB Smith Reserve. Moreland City playing host to Oakleigh Cannons in Round 6 of the Doherty Cup. Both teams all good. Welcome all and welcome into round 6 of the Doherty Cup, where we are coming to you live from CB Smith Reserve, Moreland City, playing host to the Oakleigh Cannons. Both these teams coming into tonight's game on the back of some strong league form. And we're looking to keep it going here in the Cup clash. My name's Son Rathbone. Pleasure to have your company this evening. Kickoff not too far away. Some big changes for the home side. Moreland City, 9 fresh faces into the starting 11. They got their work cut out for them against an in-form Oakleigh Cannons outfit. Moreland City in the blue kit, Oakleigh wearing the white this evening. For the Cannons, the likes of Guest and Salmon headlining them this evening. We'll put the pressure on this new-look Moreland outfit in the early exchanges. Ali. It's a nice ball through. Karamad just straying offside. Cannons, they look to start brightly and burst any bubble that the Moreland City side might carry into tonight's game on the back of consecutive wins in the NPL Victoria competition after going 12 games without a single point, securing back-to-back wins to give them a little bit of confidence as they look to try and progress to round 7 of the Doherty Cup. For the Cannons, it's been a strong 2024 campaign so far, sitting on 3rd on the NPL Victoria table, coming off a 4-1 win over Manningham, defeating Westphal Olympic in round 5 of the Doherty Cup to progress to tonight's meeting. For Moreland, they had to do it the hard way, progressing over Dandenong Thunder to book their spot in round 6, and they'd love to feature in round 7 and potentially progress into the Australia Cup fixture. Like I said, plenty of fresh faces in this Moreland outfit. 9 changes from that Victoria side on Friday night. Got a big game coming up against the ladder leaders South Melbourne on Sunday, as Moreland, of course, try to avoid relegation in the NPL Victoria competition. Balancing that fixture gives an opportunity as the Cannons work it forward down this right-hand side. Their first real attacking opportunity. Agoek comes out to collect. For Moreland, Agoek in goal. Nuan Ali, Kerr Arob, Michael Sitsidis, Daniel Svaskas, Kazra Karamad, Aidan Croucher, Curtis Miley in the midfield, along with Chudia Tarjith. Apai Akuno leads the line, with Luca Toro also slotting in. Miley sends it high into the sky. By Wellsmore. Valentini. Gives away the free kick. For the visitors in goals, Brennan White gets his opportunity in between the sticks in the back line. Hampson, Oliver Kugelay, and then Stephen Valentini, Cameron McGilp, Noah Holmes, Kingsley Sinclair, Captain Joe Guest, Aedis, Alex Salmon, and Alan Wellsmore round out the starting 11. Tarjith weaving his way through traffic, eventually pokes his nose out the other side, fires off the right boot, tapped in there by Akuno, and the flag is raised. The momentary celebrations paused. Apai Akuno thought he'd found the back of the net for the 3rd consecutive game across all competitions. It's lovely build-up play from Chudia Tarjith. Just weaseled his way through the Oakleigh defence. Led off early for Oakleigh Cannons. Valentini. Akuno sets chase. Tarjith leaves it behind him. Now Cannons bring it back the other way with pace. Salmon calling for it. It almost finds him, only for a crucial interception there by Sitsidis. Aedis. Ball whipped in once again, making a run, but there was Oakleigh to collect. And their brief opportunities in front of the Moreland goal. Oakleigh Cannons already looking dangerous, while Moreland have had some great chances of their own down the other end. Slightly miscued kick there. Eventually works out for Moreland. Trying to break away from the Cannons press. Aedis. The right boot. Salmon clatters his attempted shot into Sitsidis. Lindsay side a corner. Newman Ali Curry-Rob all featured for Moreland in the NPL Victoria competition this season. Come off the substitutions bench in recent weeks, get their opportunity back into the starting side tonight. Headed away by Croucher. Pushing the back there by Toro. Protesting his innocence, but falling on deaf ears. The Cannons in that win over Manningham, 4 different goal scorers. Guest, Salmon, Hampson, Valentini, all scoring. All featuring here this evening. Another test for the Moreland defence. Air swing and Moreland eventually retain possession in the hands of Oakleigh. Cannons pressing high at the pitch. Moreland look to play their way out. Miley coming across from the Clarence Zebras in Tasmania for Moreland this season. Oakleigh waste little time and proceedings running once again. Wellsmore. Holmes in 2 minds, eventually finds Wellsmore. McGill opens up space for Hampson. Aedis, turn of pace. So plenty of workload for Santo Oakleigh in between the Moreland goals inside the opening 8 minutes of this contest. Stripped free of possession. Thought about taking the shot. Brings it out to his right-hand side. Falls kindly and lashed in. They've been knocking on the door and Oakleigh get their reward. Joe Guest in the right place at the right time. Oakleigh Cannons 1, Moreland 0.
Goal for Oakleigh Cannons. Moreland City 0, Oakleigh Cannons 1.
Well, Moreland City trying to play the way out of the back, coming unstuck on that occasion. Plenty of white jerseys swarming in and around Curray-Rob. Stole possession, and after the shot from Salmon was deflected, it fell kindly for Joe Guest. So the Cannons captain opens the scoring. 8.5 minutes here at CB Smith Reserve. Just how will this young Moreland side respond? Vasquez. Sits at us. Karamad setting chase. Moreland have scored in 8 consecutive games. Imperial Victorian across the Doherty Cup, so they'll fancy the chances of getting themselves back into this contest. Still plenty of time left. Guest. Valentini. Miley mopping up for Moreland. Oakleigh. This pass intercepted in midfield. Cannons continue to apply the pressure. Wellsmore. Dangerous ball whipped in. Davis. His shot firing wide. So we've seen this Cannons press in full force already throughout this contest. Moreland City opting to try and play their way out of trouble. It led to that earlier Joe Guest goal. See whether they persist with the tactic. Targeth plays it forward to Kuno, looking for a fine reply. Teeter dangerously across goal before eventually being cleared. Holmes getting back to clear the danger. Targeth and Kuno combining once again with the most dangerous of the Moreland players. Karamed brings it to ground onto his right foot, trying to link it into the path of Akuno. Number of white jerseys getting back there for the Cannons. Brilliant little ball played forward for Karamed. Could try and find a teammate rather than firing for goal himself, and Sitsidis sends that into no man's land, and eventually the Cannons will come and collect. Cannons break away with ease. Aedas down this left wing. Tries to find a teammate. Comes back again for the second time of asking at the far post. Still not clear of the danger. Actually, a free kick going the way of Moreland. Two sides, no strangers to each other, having played off against each other just 3 weeks ago. Oakleigh Cannons with the 3-1 win on that occasion. Last year, as the Cannons had the bragging rights for 3-0 and 5-0 wins respectively. So while Moreland certainly have cup aspirations, looking to balance the playing time of their squad to try and avoid relegation. The MPL Victoria's seen the 9 changes for tonight. Perhaps some new names to keep the good times rolling for Moreland, perhaps. But they've got their work cut out for them. Down a goal. Joe Guest scoring for the Oakleigh Cannons inside the opening 10 minutes. Due reward for a positive start from the visitors. The Gilt. Guest puts his head up. Trying to spot the run there of Wellsmore. to Moreland's credit, when they have managed to get it out of their back line, they have looked dangerous in the final third of the field. Targeth and Akuno having some nice moments in front of goal, but it's giving away possession like that that's causing the issues for the home side. Salmon plays it forward, falls kindly, flicked in, and the Cannons grab their second. Valentini gets in on the action. Moreland architects of their own demise right there, and Oakleigh Cannons help themselves to their second goal of the evening.
Goal for Oakleigh Cannons, Moreland City 0, Oakleigh Cannons 2.
So back to the drawing board for Moreland. Not the start they were looking for inside the opening 15 minutes after what's been such a positive fortnight for the club. Always going to be difficult with the number of changes for their starting 11. Valuable learning experience for their younger players getting their opportunity tonight. No doubt about it, up against some quality opposition, this Oakleigh outfit that has caused all NPL Victoria teams trouble this season. Goes for a handball as all the players pushing each other off it. Miley wanted it, so did Targeth. Now Karamad. Trying to find a Kuno. Does so. Kuno couldn't make the most of the good delivery that came his way. Miley goes aerial. Toro sets chase. Self-penned in the corner. Aidis with that pace on full display. Beats one, beats two, open air in front of him. Runners to his right. Miley and Co tracking back. Finds Guest. Falls over off the right foot, fires wide. Aidis. Lovely turn of pace. To leave two Moreland defenders in his wake. Skipping free with ease to open up that attacking opportunity. Karamad. Targeth calling for on that right-hand side. Akuno floating in and around the central role. One time. Easily cut out there by Holmes. Oakleigh. Wellsmore. Oakleigh wanted it back. Wellsmore receiving some attention here from Karamad, who's getting back with defensive duties. Happy to tap it around and retain possession before eventually launching long. Aidis with ease off the left foot, fires for goal, and it trickles just out of the danger zone from Moreland. Look at Aidis causing some serious headaches down that left-hand side. Dangerous proposition for this Moreland defence to deal with. Leads inside a corner. Moreland certainly not out of the woods just yet. Sent in the near post. Easy pickings, but it only comes as far as McGill. Guest. By Toro, but given away just as quickly. McGill. Once again, open acres. It's right-hand side of the Moreland defence. Miley tracking back. Aidis. Oakleigh just setting up shop in the Moreland half. Flicks on. Aidis assessing options. Brought to ground, wins the free kick. Played quickly, going to catch Moreland napping at the back. Salmon was floating in and around in front of goal. I think good strikers do, but free kick going the way of Moreland. See the pitch is still somewhat recovering from the torrential rain we had on Friday night. Moreland's early game against Green Gully. In 4 days since that Moreland victory. Fletcher Fulton coming on as a substitute in that game to secure the 2-1 win for the hosts. Playing their third consecutive game here at CB Smith Reserve. Picked up wins over Dandenong Thunder and aforementioned Green Gully. But they're tough. Work ahead of them with Oakleigh Cannons, I should say, with a comfortable 2-goal cushion as it stands. Caramel forced to go all the way back to Oakleigh. He then sets his sights long. Bruno found himself in a tangle of white jerseys. Can Moreland potentially conjure up from the free kick? Toro. Back in his direction, the aerial duel. Ali mopping up and tries to weave his way through traffic. Miley behind him momentarily. Sitsidis finding himself higher up the pitch. It's found the back of the net. On a number of occasions the NPL Victoria competition. It's Moreland trying to orchestrate some offensive pressure. Miley, the youngster. Slips free of McGill, tries to get past another. Unable to beat Wellsmore. Wins inside a corner. Toro delivers. Aidis. Target's trying to push him off it. Now the Cannons on the break. Moreland left vulnerable on the back of that corner. Cannons going all the way. Eventually numbers getting back across there for Moreland. Gill. Aidis. First time ball across. Only momentary relief before the ball's sent straight back in that direction. Spilt there by Agawek. Chip over the top of the keeper. Clearance off the line. Cincinnus with the crucial intervention. One of those two players that finds himself back in the starting 11 after that win on Friday night, and he comes up with a crucial play right there for the home side. Oakleigh continue to turn the screws. So this puts it out of play for an Oakleigh Cannons corner. Chest it on. The Cannons corner coming up. Boys earning their canteen vouchers this evening, pitching after these balls that are flying over the fence. Momentary respite for the home side. Yet another Cannons corner to deal with. Trying it from range, almost falls kindly for Moreland. Had to run through from the gilt. On the left side, plays through a cute ball chasing forward, but Agawek allowed to watch it trickle out of play. To guess. Waste a little time in trying to find Aidis. Just let him crouch up. Aidis pins his ears back, tries to go himself, eventually runs himself into trouble, and Moreland come away the other side. Targeth. Turns on the afterburners himself, trying to play it forward for Akuno. Cannons almost falling themselves into mischief right there. Almost giving away possession, a dangerous position on the pitch, but eventually they come back away the other side. Holmes to Hampson. Just getting their wires crossed on that occasion. He's trying to spot the run of Akuno. No run was made. Holmes on his bike to keep it in the field of play. Run being made by McGill. Easy pickings at the back for A-Rob. Sees the throw. Alright. Plenty of work for Akuno. White clears the danger. Throw coming up. Persisting with those long through balls for Akuno to set chase after. For those two early goals, Cannons through cruise control somewhat. Stronghold over this contest. Just winning the battle through the midfield as it stands, making it hard for those Moreland players in creative areas. Target himself plenty of work to do. Falls kindly for Toro. Ali. Croucher. Forced to go back where he came from. In the form of Cincinnati. A-Rob. Play it down for Oakleigh. It's like holding play. Miley, stripped of possession. This goes backwards to go forwards. Nice ball, unlocks the Moreland defence, backpedaling. Tini, still with the ball at his feet. Second goal scorer for Cannons this evening already. For Oakleigh scoring through captain Joe Guest. Salmon, nice ball, played forward, couldn't find the target. Pull away, it's straight offside regardless. Free header practice for the central midfielder there as he ventured forward. Titus. Toro. Ali. There by the Cannons. Chance for Wellsmore to apply the pressure. Ventures forward, still going. She runs into a cul-de-sac and lays off the path of Guest. Moreland trying to lift in defence. Force the issue. Trailing by 2 goals with 10 minutes remaining in this first half here at CB Smith Reserve. Toro. No good defence, not set. Chance on the counter. Toro falls kindly. Throws the boot at it. Straight in the hands of Brandon White. Moreland's best chance of the evening so far. Just combining with Karamad down that left-hand side. Luca Toro. Chance to pick his spot. Threw the ball almost on the outside of his boot. No real cause for concern for Brandon White, who makes his first save of the evening. Heavy contact there, Croucher. Clattering into Valentini. No complaints from Valentini. Salmon, Guest, tries to return the favour. Salmon in a foot race with Sitsidis, who shows all of his experience and allows it to trickle out of play. Valentini not happy with the contact received just a few minutes prior. Otherwise with Karamad all of the screens. Toro wasting little time. Targeth trying to lift Moreland back into this contest. Onto his right foot and over the crossbar it goes. Once again, Targeth looking dangerous with the ball at his feet. Just couldn't apply the final product. Over the crossbar it sailed and crisis averted for the Oakleigh Cannons. Well, the Cannons, they have dominated the midfield battle. Moreland have had their chances in front of goal. However brief, they look dangerous and they can just ice some of those opportunities. Certainly an avenue back into this game for them. Targeth taking it on. He'll be pinged for the push in the back. Assessing options as they work it forward. Thread through. Atis. Guest. Time and space. Always dangerous. Blocked there by Sitsidis, who got back with the defensive duties. Just how crucial has he been for Moreland to ensure they haven't conceded a third or fourth goal in this first half. Of course, no Corey Thomas for them this evening. Sitsidis goes for a canter forward. Ali almost had it poked free, but Sitsidis was there. Just clashing with McGilp in the middle of the field as they both tested the ball. So McGilp's just stayed down after that clash with Sitsidas right there. Sitsidas went to play the ball through and just caught McGilp on the ankle. Some discomfort for the Scottish midfielder. Sitsidas arrived on the scene to give his apologies. No malice in the challenge. Cannons course, no strangers to the Oakleigh Cup, former champions. Quite some pedigree in this competition. They were looking to get that once again in 2024. In the driver's seat as it stands with a 2-goal lead over Moreland City in round 6 of this Oakleigh Cup clash. Joe Guess opening the scoring for Stefan Valentini. Put himself on a scorer's sheet as well. Just now with some added time in the stoppage here with McGilp receiving treatment just prior to half time. Clock just about to tick over the 42nd minute mark. Good, still worse for wear from that challenge. From a Cannons perspective, hopefully he can resume play with the half-time break not too far away. Throw and take it. Wellsmore. Salmon. Aidis on the volley, and it just fires wide. And how many times have we seen him make that run down that left wing? Carrero just switching off momentarily. It allowed Simon Prospect to get the shot away. Always difficult on the half volley. Salmon's got 10 goals to his name in the NPL Victoria competition this season. Surely he can apply the assist too. Aidis had an air swing. Miley sets chase. Targets caught his heels momentarily. Immediately seized upon Miley. Weases his way out of midfield, trying to play it forward for Kuno. Once again, Moreland unable to find their man up front. Oakleigh. Wellsmore making the run down this right-hand side. Just hesitated slightly before delivering the pass, which allowed the Moreland defence to get back in numbers. Toro there, selling in the back. Potentially a slight positional change for Moreland after conceding those 2 earlier goals. Oakleigh. Salmon. Valentini. Feigns before eventually delivering. Sitsidas there to deal with it. Weak clearance there from Miley. Opens the door for Cannons. Left out a third right before the break, and an exclamation mark on this first half performance. Guess couldn't get out from underneath his feet. Hard mouth stuff momentarily there for the Moreland defence. Once again, giving the ball away in possession rather too easily. been able to add a third after those 2 earlier goals. I feel if Moreland keep inviting the Cannons into good field position, they're going to make them pay. See the quality they have up front, just like this man Salmon with the ball at his feet. Oakleigh collects, wash all the way into his gloves.
Fourth official has indicated there will be 2 minutes of added time.
2 minutes of added time in this first half. I thought potentially there might have been more with McGill receiving treatment on halfway a few minutes ago. Perhaps the half-time break, just what Moreland need to reset and try and find a way back into this contest. Finds himself in goal. Close back to Moreland. A shot stopper from Moreland City. Having come up with the side from the NPL2 competition. They weren't getting his opportunities. Had plenty of work to do in this first 45. Potentially might have more to do right here. Cannons continue to work it forward, and once again, Cincinnati workhorse at the back there for Moreland. Ali came sliding in. High risk, high reward. Moreland, who have had their troubles with disciplinary issues on the pitch this season, which has come back to cost them in the cup and the league games. And they'll afford to go down a man right here to try and find an avenue back into this game. Cannons in no real rush to collect the football. 1 foot on there. Well, the half-time sheds. It's been a solid opening shift from the Cannons against this new look Moreland outfit. 9 changes heading into tonight's clash from Friday night's victory over Green Gully. And the half-time whistle has sounded. Oakleigh Cannons 2, Moreland City 0. Goals to Joe Guest and Stefan Valentini doing the damage for the visitors, who head into the half-time break in the driver's seat. Moreland City back to the drawing board as they try and bring themselves back into this contest. We'll take a short break ourselves. We'll be back with all the second half action of this round 6 Doherty Cup clash, coming to you live from CB Smith Reserve.
No, I talking with you because you looking for see me. Yeah?
Welcome back to this round 6 Doherty Cup clash
No,
between
okay.
Moreland City and the Oakleigh Cannons. Second half action about to get underway. Oakleigh Cannons with first use of the football. In the box seat after 2 early goals to Joe Guest. Stefan Valentini immediately putting Moreland on the back foot. Home side desperate to come out of the blocks firing and find a response of their own. The back of 2 league wins in a row for Moreland. Came to this contest riding high momentum. It's a vastly different outfit to that from those 2 NPL Victoria League games. As I touched on the first half, 9 changes, some fresh faces getting their opportunity in the Moreland shirt tonight, the starting position. Oakleigh Cannons, while they have made a few changes themselves, still headlined by the likes of Salmon, Guest and Co. Targeth, he's had some nice moments in the first half. While Moreland have been beaten through the midfield, they have had some chances in front of goal in that first half. Likes of Targeth causing a few headaches. Munu Madeus, lightning on this left-hand side for the Cannons. Interestingly for Moreland, a number of these players that are finding themselves in the starting 11 tonight have featured in the starting lineup for Moreland this season. In the early exchanges, they fiddled with their combinations to try and get something to click. Appears they've finally worked out a winning formula. So no doubt these players looking to put their best foot forward to push their way back into the starting team. No better chance than right now. Down 2 goals to Oakleigh Cannons. Cannons have been oh so good in 2024 across the NPL Victoria competition and the Cup. Coming off big win over Westvale Olympic in round 5 of this Cup competition. Hiatus trying to pinch it. Does so. Still going. Goes straight for goal. Plenty of power off that left boot. A few nervy moments there for Santo Aguek. Had to be on the spot to parry it away. Will be a Cannons corner coming up. Hiatus causing all sorts of issues. Once again, picking up from where he left off in the first half. Guest. Open the scoring for them. Thought about taking it first time. Eventually dinks it back in, but easy pickings for Targeth. Tries to get it out. Eventually looks to play his way out of danger. Kuno was making the run. Eventually finds the way of Miley. Taking on not 1 but 2 Cannons players. And eventually they reset. Sitsidis. Ali turning. Skips free. Now pins the ears back. Still allowed to can't afford a slight slip. Almost opened the door for him momentarily. Energetic start from Moreland to start this second half. Desperate for a response. Cannons would love a 3rd goal to sniff out any chance of a Moreland comeback. Sinclair. Kibalate. Back to Sinclair. The Kiwi trying to thread it through. Salmon takes on Sitsidis, plays it across. Overwhack. Once again forced into making an easy save. Now, that wasn't the most dangerous of balls sent in there by Salmon. Agawek has been a busy man inside the opening 45 minutes, being peppered with shots from this Cannons attack. Guest. McGill. Cannons content working it forward. Salmon chests it down. Brought down. Offside Flag is raised, much to the relief of the Moreland backline. A few nervy moments there as A-Rob stuck out a boot trying to bring Salmon to ground. Could have found himself in some hot water had Salmon not strayed offside. So Moreland not wasting much time in making their changes for the second half. Kifley coming and entering the fray. Played the full 90 minutes in that round 14 NPL Victoria game against Green Gully 4 days ago. Diego Cuba also comes on in the place of Curtis Miley. So the youngster takes a seat in the experience of Diego Cuba. Often the architect, I should say, of this Moreland attack. They need him to be at his best right now as they chase this 2-goal deficit. So just how will those changes change the complexion of this match? Across the face of goal and almost snuck home. The attempted cross from Aedis almost worked wonders. Aguek watching it just trickle over the crossbar. Once again, Kuno beat to it. His presence has been well dealt with by the Cannons backline. He's coming in some goal-scoring form, scoring from the spot in his past 2 NPL games. But Apai Kuno has barely fired a shot inside the opening 52 minutes. So Kuno just receiving some treatment back to his feet, fortunately, from a Moreland perspective. Toro. Sits it as strong. Kubalate. Cuba intercepting. Aedis. Kifley brought on to try and nullify his impact. They go toe-to-toe once again. Dangerous ball over the crossbar. You have to feel Muno Aedis can't be too far away from registering a goal or assist, given the positions he's getting himself into. Kifley brought on to try and nullify him, and he was left in his wake. That goal kick barely leaving the tarmac. As a result, Cannons continue to work it forward. Aedis has got it caught, stuck under his feet there momentarily as players rush past him, looking to make a run. Now unlocking the defence and comes out Sinclair's way. Cuba sprays it out in the direction of Akuno. Wellsmore coming up with the goods and now making a run back the other way. Guest wrestling with Sitsidis, falls kindly almost for Aedis. Sitsidis cantering forward. Michael Sitsidis has been key in Moreland not conceding a third or a fourth goal, coming up with some big stops in that first half, a clearance off the line. Some crucial blocks to deny the likes of Salmon and Guest. If you're just joining us, Moreland and Oakleigh Cannons faced off 3 weeks ago in the NPL Victoria competition. Cannons won that contest 3-1 after Fletcher and Fulton scored for Moreland. It was a salmon hat-trick. We'd love to get in on the goal-scoring action this evening, no doubt. Targeth. Kifley mops up. Moreland just knocking it about, posing no real threat to the Oakleigh Cannons' offence. Eventually a nice ball played forward. Cuba trying to inject himself into the contest. Sprayed across the face of goal. So Oakleigh survived the first 10 minutes of this second half. Moreland came out with an extra spring in their step, looking to try and apply the pressure on the visitors. Need to be seen whether the Cannons can wrestle back momentum in their favour as we progress further down this second half. Toro sets chase. Hampson didn't get it cleanly. Ali, Cuba, Toro. Intercepted by Hampson. How many times have we seen that so far this evening? Toro playing a little game of basketball with himself before eventually delivering the throw. Flicked on by Salmon. Sacides went to ground. And then sticks in a boot. Croucher. Laying in wait. Here's this Cannons midfield. Sits it as clears momentarily. Toro is wrestling for the midfield. Guest coming back to help out his comrade. We saw Moreland start slowly against Green Gully in that clash 4 days ago before working themselves into the contest nicely and eventually scoring the late winner. Hasn't been the case so far this evening. Oakleigh not releasing their firm grip on control of proceedings. Ali. Numbers trying to pick out Akuno. Hampson once again easily picking off the pass but gives it away. Targeth took it on. Came off second best. Now Guest. Salmon. Aedis turning. Received contact there from Targeth, who was tracking back. Now a free kick coming up for the visitors in a dangerous position. Joe Guest, 7 goals in the NPL this season. Can he put one on a platter for a teammate instead right here? Cannons players making a run at the far post. Aguek comes out. Thought about releasing it quickly. Eventually launches it high up into the sky. Toro's heavy touch makes it easy for Kubalay. Chasing it is Salmon. Aguek, cool, calm and composed, and knocks it out of play. If there's one thing this Moreland side have shown this season across all competitions, not a side that goes away. The Cannons will be very eager to find their third goal and find it quickly and really stamp their authority on this contest, not allow any avenue back into this game for the home side. Aedes with speed to burn. Arrow with the defensive duties. Salmon plays it forward, trying to dink it over towards the far post. Couldn't execute it at the crucial moment. Crisis averted once again from Moreland.
Still 1-0. Last minute they'll score.
So more changes coming up for Moreland. Luca Toro and Tarjith making way. So the fresh legs and the experience. Some player to bring on.
Substitution for Moreland City SC.
Canatelli and Jose Sands coming in for Moreland. So the cavalry arriving. They continue to push hard.
Luca Toro.
Jose Sands, he won the penalty and applied the assist for that Fletcher Fulton goal that saw Moreland get the 2-1 win over Green Gully 4 days ago.
Jose Sands on. Marco Canatelli on.
Canatelli's been making the most of his time in the starting lineup for Moreland in recent weeks. The youngster try and cement his spot in the side in the weeks coming forward. Oakleigh still yet to make a change. Aedes. Plenty of power on that left boot. Sinclair. Little 1-2. Trying to unlock, trying to thread the needle through Sitsidis, who was well aware of it. Shut the gate. And now Kifley plays back to Aguek. Ali. Sitsidis adventurous. Cuba. It's a good ball in the far post, trying to knock it over. Fulton couldn't bring it under control. Last week's late goal scorer, Fletcher Fulton, trying to just get a boot or a knee. Tap that past Brendan White, who was scrambling back to get back in position in the Oakleigh Cannons goal. So after those 9 changes, Moreland looking a little bit more like that side we saw 4 days ago. Aedes. Skipping free once again. Eli Kifley will have to take some Nurofen after the game, given all the headaches that Aedes is giving him down that left-hand side. Constant threat for the Cannons. Can the Cannons find their third from a corner? Open header, almost falls kindly. Couldn't flick it on past the outstretched hands of Oakleigh. Fulton, Cuba. Nicely intercepted and immediately back on the attack, but the pass couldn't find the run, and Moreland retained possession once more. Giffley pulling for it back. Connor Hampson taking no chances, booting that ball out of play. Sense of urgency about Moreland's work. 25 minutes remaining in this second half. Still down 2 goals. Joe Guest and Stefan Valentini, the goal scorers for the visitors. Both these teams looking to progress to round 7 of the Doherty Cup. 2 NPL outfits going at it right here at CB Smith Reserve. Oakleigh to the path of Guest. Aedas, pass 1, pass 2. Change the favour to Guest. Aedas keeps it going. Ricocheting eventually to the path. Giffley. Nothing on offer, and eventually Cuba forced to go back to go forward. Ali, Cuba plays it forward. Akuno, first opportunity of the match. He finds the right corner. The offside flag is raised. Apai Akuno thought he had found a way for Moreland back into this contest. It's nice work from Cuba. Thread it through nicely. He's had limited opportunities tonight, making the most of that one right there, but it will not count. Kuno not happy with the decision, thought he'd managed to stay onside as he looked to make his run in behind. After controlling the majority of this contest, just shows how quickly Moreland could immediately find themselves back within striking distance, taking this game beyond the 90 minutes, or perhaps finding a winner themselves. Stranger things have happened. After going so close to reducing it to a 1-goal deficit, what a dagger this will be if the Cannons can score from this corner. Momentary halt on play as we wait for the ball to make its way over in Joe Guest's direction. No one marking the likes of Aedas or Kubalate. They make their run. Sitsidis clears. Only as far as McGill. Guest off the left foot. Sitsidis. A carbon copy of what transcribed a few moments ago. This time the Cannons forced to go all the way back in the direction of White. So it's growing in confidence. And that back line from Moreland taking on the Oakleigh Cannons players. Allowed to play it forward. Chance. Salmon fires. Aedas on the follow-up, and it's kept off the line. And the goal will stand. Moonab Aedas rewarded for effort. He's been peppering them down that left-hand side all night, and he gets his reward. Despite the best efforts of the goalkeeper. Ball deemed to have crossed the line, and the Cannons have their third.
Goal for Oakleigh Cannons FC, Moreland City 0, Oakleigh Cannons 3.
Moreland just caught napping at the back. It was nice work from Salmon. He put some serious power behind his shot. Aguic came up with the initial save, but it fell in the direction of Aedas, who has been one of the Cannons' best tonight. He's rewarded with a tap-in goal. Aguic did extremely well to almost tap it off the line and out of danger, but the goal will stand, and now comfortable 3-goal cushion for the Cannons. They look to add one more right here. Chance there for Aedas to flick that ball in. Just evaded him. An open goal in front of him. Very nearly could have been 4-0 in the matter of minutes. Guest. Intercepted. Jose Sands, his first real interaction since coming into the contest. Miscued. Cannons wasting little time. With the wind in their sails, Salmon looking to make the run. Wellsmore. Skipping through with ease. Still going. Play a ball back, and eventually Sitsidas takes it back. End-to-end action. CB Smith Reserve, both sides pressing hard, leaving each other vulnerable at the back. Fulton weaving. Stripped of it. Hampson claiming he got the ball. Holmes back there. Fulton to ground. So what it does present is a free kick in a dangerous area for Moreland. Diego Cuba eyeing this one off. Moreland, they need some magic and they need it swiftly. Diego Cuba stands over it. Whether he'll opt to try and find a teammate or go for goal himself. Fires towards goal. Coming across it, he's near post and collecting Brennan White. That ball dipping, but White had enough time to get across and smother the ball. Aedas. Poked free by Kifley. Now they look to take it back the other way. Sands trying to latch on the end of it. Almost opened up nicely for the Chilean. Instead, Cannons bring it back the other way. Plenty of numbers back from Moreland. Cannons allowed to canter forward with ease. Eventually, Sitsidas puts an end to the rut. Trying to spin his way out of trouble and does so. Wins the free kick. Ali. Moreland working it forward. They go wide. Too much work to do down that left-hand side. Cuba just applying too much mayo to the pass. Certainly a long road back now for Moreland. That Munibaitis goal perhaps putting things just beyond reach. After going down those 2 goals, new faces in this Moreland outfit. That should not concede another. Perhaps too little too late for Moreland with plenty of work ahead of them right now on this side. The final 14 minutes. Kifley. Of course, thought they'd found their first through a Payakuno. Ruled to be offside after beating Brennan White. Aedas scoring a few minutes later. Guess. Playing it forward, Salmon. Deemed to be offside. Marco Canatelli's had some nice moments after coming on for Moreland. The bottom of your screen's right here. Providing some fresh legs as they try and orchestrate a comeback. Cuba had it poked free by Guest. Simpson is mopping up at the back to avoid the danger. Cuba looking to switch the play. Out in the direction of Canatelli. Calling for it for Kifley. Kifley not delivering. Harley calling for the midfield at the moment. Moreland just tapping around the back. That's not going to do the damage for them. Need to find a goal. Need to find it quickly. Their backline passing along, not causing any real issues for the Oakleigh Cannons, and then Sitsitis, his attempted ball forward, knocked out of play and giving the possession back to the Oakleigh Cannons. Allowed to continue. Moreland slow to get back. Chance here for Oakleigh perhaps on the break. No real rush themselves and slow it down along the midfield. Kubalate. Canatelli. Sinclair. Aedas making a run, gets past Kifley. Kifley comes back, second time of asking. And eventually brings under control and almost spills out the feet of the Cannons before Moreland mop up defensively. Sinclair. Guest. Continue to work it forward into a dangerous area. Sitsitis once again bring up the intervention. For Moreland City, of course, they've got South Melbourne on Sunday. On the back of their 2 consecutive wins in the league, they take on the ladder leaders. for the Cannons. They'll look to try and keep the good times rolling when they face Heidelberg United. And it'll be a pivotal clash as both teams battle it out to try and keep touch with Avondale and South Melbourne at the top of the table. We go inside the final 10 minutes of this round 6 Doherty Cup clash. Cuba, Sands. Hampson came clattering through. Ali. Fulton finds himself out on this right-hand side. Cuts back in. Well read there by the Cannons defence before Kuno could get near the football. Salmon. One man that can hold their head high at the end of this 9 minutes, Michael Sitsidis. He's been instrumental for Moreland at the back. Certainly leading by example. He's been pivotal in not conceding more than the 3 goals they already have. Never easy as a centre-back in a side that has had to do a lot of defending across these only 2 minutes. Clearance off the line in the first half that denied what looked to be a certain Cannons goal. Run himself into the ground this evening. Continue to venture down that right-hand side. Carefully there at the back post. Pokes it out of play for a Cannons throw. Sands. Numbers flooding forward for Moreland. Fulton. Crouch up. On to Cuba. Poked his nose out the other side. Canatelli plays it across, but the only player there was Sinclair. Gracefully took the ball into possession. Salmon dropping deeper before advancing forward now. Valentini stays on his feet. Couldn't pick out Salmon in the middle third of the field. Fulton, Canatelli.
Don't play the recordings. Sent in and claimed over his head. Brendan White called him to action. Notice. Sinclair. Holmes.
2-1-2. Valentini. It's looked dangerous on that right-hand side. Salmon. Feels kindly at his feet. Still going, Salmon. Threads it through the legs of A-Rob. Ali comes across with the sliding challenge. Once again, possession given away on halfway. Guest. Moves it straight to Kifley. Sinclair looking to apply the pressure on Canatelli. McGill. Sits taking on Valentini. Centre back winning the free kick.
Substitution, Oakleigh Cannons. Number 22, Stephen Valentini off. Number 20, Luke Mensick on.
So Luke Mensick coming in for the final 3.5 minutes of regular time. Stephen Valentini making way. Strong shift down that right-hand side. Guest picks out the run. Almost falls kindly left behind by Aguek. Poked free, heads towards goal and just evades. Trickling over. Aidis almost adding a fourth for the visitors right there as Moreland failed to deal with it at the back. Aguek spilt it. Almost trickled in for an own goal. Instead it would be an Oakleigh Cannons corner. For it and eventually given away. Sitsidis has to concede the throw. Cannons looking to close out this contest with a bang. Threaded through. Salmon. Couldn't find a way through. McGill. Time and space to put the icing on the cake. Strong save, Aguek. Cannons look destined to add a fourth goal. Nice save from the young goalkeeper. Been a busy night for him in between the sticks. He comes up with a big stop right there inside the opening. Final 2 minutes. Cannons from yet another corner. Salmon making a late run. Couldn't direct his header on target. Salmon, McGill, Aidis. Found his way through but straying offside in the process. Has as the full-time whistle sounds. Cup runners over for Moreland. Oakleigh Cannons proving too good on the night. They progress through to round 7. And of course, still have higher aspirations in the league, and they can add their cup schedule on top of that because they progressed through, while for Moreland they battled away, couldn't find a way back into the contest, and as a result they'll turn their attention to their relegation battle in the NPL. Big game against the ladder leaders South Melbourne coming up on Sunday, while for the Oakleigh Cannons their next match will be in the form of Heidelberg United as they look to try and continue their strong form across all competitions. My name's Simon Rathbone. It's been a pleasure to have your company this evening. And we hope you enjoyed the contest, and we look forward to having you join us next time.